Hi guys, welcome back. This is Doria's Crochet. So in today's tutorial, I'll be making the diamond pattern skirts like you have seen. So these are the materials I'll be using. These are the three colors I'll be interchanging, and I'll need an elastic thread to cinch the waist to give our waist a grip, and I'll need a tape, yarns of course. I will need a 4.0 millimeter hook and a pair of scissors or a yarn cutter. I can't find my yarn cutter, so I'll be using these scissors in place of that. So to begin, we are going to be starting with the top, and this is the measurement I used. Hips measurement 44, the length 14. You can make yours longer. This is not this is optional. Yeah, this is optional, but this is a measurement we'll be working with, the hips measurements. So yeah, so as you can see, I did hips 44 divided by 2 gave me 22. I will show you where this will come in. So let's get right into it. So I'll be starting with my blue color. So let's go. So to begin, I'll be doubling my yarns. So I'll be using 2 strands of yarns, and because my yarn is actually a lightweight yarn, so that's why I'm doubling. So to begin, I will start by creating a slip knot. Then I'll make a chain long enough to fit into my hips measurement. You know, mine is 44, but I will make a chain long enough to fit into my hips measurement, and I will show you where the 44 divided by 2, which is 22 inches, comes in. So I will make a chain 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's no point counting, so just go ahead and make a chain long enough. But if you're not making a chain, all you just have to do is make a chain in a multiple of 3. If you're going to be counting, just make a chain in a multiple of 3, but I'm not going to count. So I have made like a length long enough, so I'm just going to take out my hook and go in from the very first chain here, and then I'll continue. See, so I'll continue chaining. So the reason why I did this, because I don't want a situation where when we get to the length of the chain once, we will have issues with joining. It's going to squeeze, or it's going to give you that twist. So this way you're going to have like a perfect chain or circle when you're going to join both edges together. I don't know if that makes sense. So just continue chaining. So the reason why I did 22 The reason why I did 22 inches in this measurement, remember my actual hip measurement is 44 inches, but the reason why I divided by 2 and did 22 inches because of the fact that the chain is in 2 strands, 1, 2. So if I was to do like a straight chain, I would just maintain the 44 inches. But since I doubled the chain, like I did like 2 sides, I'm going to use 22 inches because in measurement this side is 22. If this side is going to be 22, that means this side is 22 too, right? So 22 plus 22 will give you 44. So but if you're going to leave your chain long, you can just maintain your 44. But if this is the pattern you're going to use, if you're going to be doubling your chains like my here, then you have to divide by 2 to give you 22. So you won't have like too much, or the measurements will not be bigger. So I'm going to measure mine to see if it's 22 already. So okay, this is 19, and you can see. So I'm going to make more chains till it fits into 22. So this is 22, exactly 22. I don't know how to do this so you guys will see. My table is quite small, but this is 22 actually. So what we are going to be doing next is to create a circle, and to do that we are going to pass a loop this way to the other side that we've been holding all along, that we have on our hook all along. So yeah, so basically that's what. So the next thing is we're just going to go around our chain with a half double crochet stitch. So I'm going to chain 2 and half double crochet in every stitch all the way round. Sorry, I said half double crochet. So you're just going to half double crochet all the way round your chain. You're just going to have double crochet all the way around till you get to this point. So I'm at the end of the first row, so I'm just going to go into the very last space here with a half double crochet. Then I'm going to go into the very first half double crochet stitch here with a slip stitch to end the row. So just going to go to the top here, top of the first stitch with the slip stitch to end the row. So this is the waist. This is going to be our waist after everything. So to begin the actual pattern, which is the diamond pattern, we are going to be using the granny stitch, the 3 double crochet in cluster stitch, the granny stitch that we all know. So that's what we are going to be using. So I am going to start by chaining 3, and I'll go into that very space where we made the chain 3 with 2 double crochet. 1 double, this is 1, and this is 2. So at very first chain 3 stitch here counts as 1 stitch, so we have 3 stitching in the same space. So moving forward, I'm just going to yarn over. I will count 2, 1, 2. In the third space here, I will place 3 double crochet in that space. 1, 2, and 3. Yarn over, count 2, 1, 2. In the third space, 3 double crochet there. Two and 3. Yarn over, 1, 2. In the third stitch away from the hook, you're going to place 3 clusters of double crochet in that same space. So this is what your work should look like. So this is basically what we are going to be doing for row 2. We are going to 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3 in the next third stitch, or in the next 1, 2, 3, and in the third, sorry, 1, 2, and in the third here we are going to be placing 3 double crochet in that same space. So this is what it should look like, as you can see. So this is what you're going to do all the way around for row 2. Just 3 double crochet in the next third space, like 1, 2, 3, 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 3 double crochet all the way around till you get to this point. I'll meet you at the end. 1, 2, 3. So I'm at the end of the second row, so I'm just going to, I have few stitch here left, so I'm just going to go in with the last cluster, 1 2, and on the third here I will place I'll place 3 double crochet in that same space, just as we have been doing. So this is what it looks like. Let me keep this so you guys will see. So I have 2 space here left, 1 2, so I'm just going to skip that space and go into the very first stitch here with a slip stitch to end our row 2. So to begin our row 3, I'm going to start by chaining 3, 1 2 3, and I'm going to go into the same space with 2 more double crochet. So 1, and this is the second double crochet I'll be going with, so I'll just go in here, yarn over, pull. I have 2 loops left here on my hook, so I'm going to go in with my sky blue at this point. So I'm going to use my sky blue to finish this stitch. So just like so, I have introduced the sky blue, so we are working with the sky blue now. So I'm going to use the sky blue at this point, and while at it I will be stringing our blue yarns along, because we are going to be interchanging the colors in each space, right? So I'm going to be stringing our blue yarns along. So this is what I mean. I will show you. So you're going to yarn over, go into the same space with 3 clusters of double crochet with the sky blue. 1 2, and this is the third, 3. So for the third one, I'm just going to yarn over, pull through 2. There will be 2 left here in the loop. I'm just going to pick my blue and finish the stitch with the blue. So basically we are interchanging the colors for this row. I don't know if this is focused enough here. So we are interchanging the color for this row. So to the next space I will be working with the blue stitch. So while you're working with the blue stitch, you're going to be going with the other color. So when you get to the other space, when you need to change the color, it will be easier for you. So for the last stitch here in this space, I'm going to yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through 2. I will drop the blue and pick a sky blue and then finish the stitch. So basically that's all there is for row 3. 1 2, and for the third, yarn over, pull through 2, drop the sky blue and pick the blue and finish the stitch with the blue. Moving to the next space with the blue color, yarn over, pull through 2, drop the blue, pick the sky blue. One, 2, 3, drop the sky blue and pick the blue. So basically that's all there is for this row. So this is what it should look like. We are interchanging color, 1 blue, 1 sky blue, 1 blue, 1 sky blue, 1 blue, 1 sky blue. So this is what you're going to do all the way around till you get to this point. So I'm at the end of our third row. I have just 1 space here left, so I'm just going to go in with a sky blue to finish the space. I'm just going to go into that space with 3 clusters of sky blue. So you should know that you're doing something right when you start with the previous color and end with the new color. You should know you're on point when you get that right. So you should start with the previous color and end with the new color you're trying to introduce. So that's how you know that you're on point. So yeah, so this is what it looks like. I hope yours is looking like this too. So this is what it should look like at this point. So to begin our fourth row, so our fourth row is just straight to the point. Since we just introduced the sky blue to the project, so we are going to be working with the sky blue. So basically for this pattern, one row is you introducing a new color and the other row is you maintaining the color. I don't know if that makes sense. So we are done with the blue, so I'm just going to leave the blue here just like this and then go into the very first stitch here with a slip stitch to end the row. So we are done with our row 3. So for our row 4, I'm going to be working with just the sky blue. So I am going to chain 3 and go into that same space with 2 more to give us 3. Remember, our chain 3 counts as a stitch. So yeah, this is what I mean. So moving on to the next space, and remember this stitch we did more of passing yarns under or beneath each stitch. So to make our work neat, to give you like a good foundation or a good and a very neat job, I am going to be pulling the excess yarns from under upward like this with my stitch. So each space you're going to be 3 double crocheting, but you're going to be pulling the yarns, like as you can see. Okay, let me use this as an example. As you can see strands of sky blue going beneath here. So I'm just going to pull that sky blue upward like this and then crochet on it. So that way you're going to be giving your job a nice look, and there will be spaces in between to give you that granny square look. As you can see, these two I have worked on. This is what it should look like. So moving forward, that's all you're just going to be doing. Pull the yarns you stringed under, the yarn you were passing under while you were interchanging colors. You're just going to pull it upwards with your stitch, your 3 clusters of double crochet. So I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, so basically you're just going to go around this row with 3 clusters of double crochet in each space with the same color. We are not interchanging colors here. So yeah, so this is what I mean. So you're going to 3 double crochet in every space all the way around till you get to this point. And don't forget to be pulling your the yarns under upward. Pull it alongside as you're working, so it won't show under. So you're going to repeat this all the way around till you get to this point. So I am done with this row, so I'm just going to go into the very first stitch here with a slip stitch to end. So for the next row, we are going to be repeating row 3. You remember the row that we were interchanging colors, so we are going to be repeating row 3 because I want to introduce a new color now. Remember, we are working with 3 colors. So you start by chaining 3. I remember you're still going to start with this color. 1, 2, 3. Go in with 2 more. You leave two loops on the hook and then you introduce your color. So this is the color I will be using next. So I'm going to be introducing it. So moving on, I'm going to go in here with 3 double crochet with our new color. Sorry, leave 2 loops, drop the color and pick the old color. So we're repeating row 3 basically. Yeah, row 2 or row 3? Yeah, row 3. This row, the one before the one we went with the sky blue all around. So we are repeating row 3. So you're going to repeat row 3, right? You're going to be repeating row 3, this row here, you're going to be repeating it here. So you're just going to interchange colors all the way around till you get here. So basically this tutorial is just row 3 and row 4. That's just it. You go in with your new color, you do one roll of the new color, and you introduce your new color. So that's just it. So you can use as many colors as you want. And if you notice, a diamond shape is already coming out. You see, we have 1, 2 here, and then 1 here. 1, 2, and then 1. 1, 2, and then 1. So that's a diamond shape. So we are going to, this is basically the pattern we are working with. We already have one of the shape coming out for sky blue, so you're going to do that for this color, and we are still going to do that for blue. We could not do 3 because this was actually our foundation. Actually I'll call this our foundation. We're actually building a foundation for the main pattern. So this is actually from this sky blue that we started the main pattern. So 1, 2, and then 1. So we're going to do same for this color. After this row, you're just going to go around with the same color. So you're just going to go around with this color, and then you introduce new color in the next row. And also basically that's just it. So you're just going to continue this row by interchanging the colors as we did in row 3 till you get to the end of the row. Drop this color and pick previous color. I'm at the end of the 5th row. So I'm just going to go into the very first, and remember, when you're interchanging, you start with the previous color and end with the new color. Okay, row number 1, don't forget. So I'm just going to go in here with a slip stitch to end the row. So you know what next is working with a new color. So you're just going to go around the row, which is our row 6. You're just going to go around our skirts with the new color. So basically by this time, I am hoping you should be familiar with what is going on here. One row of interchanging and the other row of maintaining the color. So yeah. So you're just going to go around the row with the same color. So basically that's all there is. So one row of interchanging and one row of maintaining the color, the new color. So that's all there is for this row basically. So you're just going to go around this, row with this color. So I think this is where I will end for this part of the skirt, and I'm hoping that at this point we should be familiar with what is going on here right now. So after this row, we are going to be interchanging colors. So I'll be introducing my blue color after this row. So, and you know how we do that. So you're just going to repeat this row for the next row, and then maintain this and repeat. So that's how it is basically, and that's all there is for this pattern. Just straight to the point if you pay a close attention to it. So after this row, you should know the next row should be, and it should be the row where you introduce a new color, and then maybe do one space of the new color and another space of the previous color. So yeah, so basically that's all there is. So that's all you're going to be doing till you get to the length you want. You're just going to repeat, let's say you're going to repeat row 3 and row 4, till you get to the length you want. And you can change, you can use as many colors as you want, but I am sticking to just 3 colors. But you can use 2 colors, you can use 3 colors, you can use 4 colors, and all. As long as you know how and when to introduce the new color, you're good to go. So just continue doing what I have explained to this point. I will meet you when I am done with the length I want. And as you can see, we had our first diamond pattern here already. So this is, we are trying to create another diamond pattern here, which is going to come after the next row, which we are going to be interchanging. And when you're interchanging, make sure you start with the old color and end with the new color. That way you're going to have your old color sitting in between the spaces here to give you the diamond shape. So basically that's all there is. So you're just going to continue doing this till you get to the length you want. I will be working with 14, that's my length, 14 cm. That's the length I will be working with. So you can do as many rows as you want. This is optional, so you can do as many rows as you want. So this is my skirt. I am done with this is the length I want. So the next thing we are going to be working on is the waist. This is the waist. So I'm just going to have double crochet in every space in the next 2 rows. So I'm just going to add 2 more rows to the 1 row of half double crochet we have here already. So I'm just going to do that. So yeah, so you start by chaining 2, 1, 2. So you chain 2 and then half double crochet all the way around for the waist before we use our elastic thread. So you're just going to have double crochet in every space all the way around. So basically that's all there is for the waist before we use elastic thread on it. So just have double crochet in every loop all the way around. So you have double crochet all the way till you get to this. So I am done with the waist of our skirt. I did 2 extra rows of half double crochet. So we have 3 rows of that half double crochet, the one we started with, and the 2 extra rows I added. So I'm just going to chain 1 here, pull and cut. So this is what a skirt should look like at this point. This is the waist. So as you can see, the waist doesn't have like a defined shape. So that is where elastic thread will come in. So I'm just going to use the elastic thread to give it a fine finishing and a grip. So to do that, so I'm going to be doubling elastic because I want it to be strong. So I would start at the top. I'll be working at the very last row of band, the waist part, the very last row. So I'm just going to pick a loop from any point here. So you're going to pick a loop like this in a way that is not going to show on this other side. As you can see, it's not showing on this side. So you're going to pick it that way, just like this, and then you're going to go in with your elastic. Then chain 1. So what you're going to do, you're going to be skipping 1 stitch, and on the next you will slip stitch. So you're going to yarn over, pull through, and then slip stitch. You're going to skip one of the stitch here, moving to the next here. This is going to be tricky a little bit, but you got this. And slip stitch. You're going to skip 1, moving to the next, slip stitch, skip 1, moving to the next, you can see the elasticity is showing already. So you skip 1 stitch here and moving to the next stitch with the slip stitch, skip 1, moving to the next with a slip stitch, skip 1, moving to the next with a slip stitch, skip 1, moving to the next here with a slip stitch. So basically that's all you're going to be doing for this waist part. You're just going to do that all the way around till you get to this point. So you skip 1 stitch and move into the next stitch, yarn over, pull, and then slip stitch, skip one, move into the next, and over, pull, slip stitch. So that's what you're going to be doing all the way round till you get to this point. So yeah, so this is what your skirt should look like. Look at how stretchy it's looking. So I'm at the end here. I'm just going to end the, should I call this a roll, this elastic points, or the roll that I'm trying to make with the elastic. So yeah, so I'm just going to skip this point here and go into the very first stitch here where we started from with a slip stitch. Then I will chain one, pull, this is okay. So you just pull and then see how you can fasten in many ways as you can, in a way that it won't lose or something. So I'm just going to go in fastening multiple times. So yeah, so you're going to do that, and then I'm going to cut at this point. Then fasten every loose ends you have. So you're going to do that. So this is what a skirt should look like at this point. This is see how defined the waist is. Don't worry, when you wear this, color will not show, but if you can get blue elastic, that would be nice. But for the purpose of this tutorial, I had to work with white so you guys can see what I am doing. So yeah, so this is what a skirt should look like. And if this tutorial was helpful, please don't forget to subscribe and like and share and comment. I will see you guys in the next one.